Hi, Lance, and thanks a lot for jumping on this quick call with me. I would love to know basically what's your experience with DataDoe, how do you use it? But before we jump to this one, just offer who are you, what you do, what are your challenges, and how did you even, found us?
Yeah, my name is Lance. I'm a business owner. I own a small seven-figure retail business where I design and sell STEM project kits and supplies that are designed for teachers and kids here in the United States. I have a team of one, so I do everything, which means that anything that can make things faster, automated, or more efficient is really valuable to me, which is why DataDoe has been such a great fit for my business. I found you guys through a colleague of mine. He and I both sell on Amazon, and we've been talking and meeting, every couple of months for the past year. And oftentimes figuring out ways to automate actions in our Amazon account has come up in our conversations without a good solution. I tried engineering something myself, but I'm not a technical person, so that didn't work. And through one of our conversations, he mentioned that he discovered you guys through his conversations with an LLM that referred DataDoe to him. And then he told me about it. And once I figured out what it was, I signed up right away and have been using it since.
That's actually crazy, first of all, that LLM actually recommended our tool that is, purely for the LLMs, and it's actually really a tool that adds something to it. And this is also how we think about DataDoe and this whole AI revolution. We just want to really build the best tool that will allow you to use the LLMs even more. So that's super nice. So you're selling on Amazon, and I'm just overall curious. Then you said that you were trying to do some of the automations on your own. So I would love to know how you are using DataDoe actually, and what you are doing with it. What are the use cases?
Yeah. I would put them into three buckets, I guess. The first is just one-off tasks, like if I'm curious about the proportion of business sales versus consumer sales, rather than going into the Amazon seller portal, which is notorious for being kind of slow and clunky. I can just go into Claude and ask it to pull the data for me, analyze it, and then even present me with an infographic, so I can just look at everything at a glance. Super convenient, much better user experience than trying to do all of that manually through Amazon. The second bucket is anytime I need to do batch actions. So for example, I just raised prices across my entire catalog. I've got about 30 SKUs, and I wanted to raise the prices based upon a formula. So doing that manually, again, would have taken a lot of time. I know you can do this more efficiently with the flat files, but in my experience, using flat files is really annoying. Getting the uploader to accept changes can be really finicky. So again, I can just go into Claude, tell it what I want it to do, and it will do all the calculations for me and then make updates to my Amazon store. And it's also connected to my Shopify store, so I can do it all in one sweep now using both DataDoe and my Shopify connectors. So batch actions is the second thing that's saving me a lot of time. And then the third thing is automation. I'm able to connect DataDoe to my automation platform, which I use, that's Gumloop. So for example, I just created a system for automating my ad bids. I use Gumloop to set up agents and schedules and hold the prompt for the automations that I want to do. And then DataDoe allows my Gumloop agents to actually take action on my Amazon accounts. For example, updating my ad bids. So now all my ads are handled automatically. I don't need to go into my ads portal and adjust the bids manually anymore. So that's really nice. And then I have a couple of other things too that are less consequential, but just nice to have for taking those weekly tasks off my plate.
Got it. But yeah, it seems like you actually are, a power user and using all of the features that we've been developing. And that's literally that was the whole idea behind building DataDoe, and you're using it the right way. So, I'm just super happy to have you with us and then hear about all of those use cases, especially with the actions, like with those listings that you've mentioned, with the ads, because we literally just released them 3 weeks ago or something. So you are actually one of our first users also. So, before we've been building tons of automations for Amazon with the API and so on, but putting it to the AI, I initially didn't want to actually do it at all. But I just saw that, the way I work with the LLMs and with the MCPs, just we need to have it. And now we have it. So very happy to actually hear your success story with us.
Oh, one more I'll mention too is recently Amazon announced that they are going to force all sellers to update their titles. And again, again, this would have been something that I would have gone in and manually done because I don't like working with flat files. But because of DataDoe, I could have Claude execute on all of that for me, taking the old titles and converting them into the new title format. And DataDoe also allows me to write to the new item highlights field, which is a new product attribute. So again, being able to do that in one action, basically just in the LLM chat window, saves so much time.
Got it. So happy to hear all of this, and thanks a lot for sharing this. I'll definitely drop it on our YouTube channel, share it with others, because I mean, it's literally one of the success stories I always wanted to hear, and have DataDoe as a community also with builders who are doing amazing stuff with the AI like you. So thanks a lot again, Lance.
Yeah, well, thanks for creating DataDoe. It's become indispensable very quickly.